YouTube, what the crap's going on? Heir of Carthage here on Empire Total War, and we're going to get back to my Road to Independence campaign that I was doing for y'all. We had last conquered Fort Niagara, and it's time for us to move on against other targets. It's opened up a larger theater here. Let's see, let's take a look at the diplomatic relations. I'm very friendly with the Iroquois for now, and it looks like they want us to finish off the French, who have quite a few forces at this fort here. But if we're going to finish them off, we're going to need to repair these buildings and retrain our army that was involved in getting rid of them at Fort Niagara. I don't have any more money to retrain, I don't think, on this particular turn. So let's go ahead and end it. See if we can pick up a little cash. See if France counterattacks me at Fort Niagara. It's quite possible they could. And they're taking their sweet time on their turn here. This happens on Empire sometimes. Like, sometimes they get hung up on a faction during a turn-in. Not really sure why that is, but yeah, it'll just take a long time. So yeah, hopefully you all didn't have to wait too long for this. I know it's been a while, and some of you have been like, "Heir, what happened to this campaign? Where is it?" Just got busy, and some of you have told me to shut her up too, and I promise you, I've tried to shut her up. Look, options, game settings, no advice. You know, I've got it all turned off. It's just a campaign where they force that advice because it's a tutorial. So be patient with the annoying lady. We kind of have to put up with her at this point. So I had raided this farm. I don't have enough money to repair it. It's quite expensive, and I'm not making a particularly large amount of money right now because I have such a large number of forces. So we're going to need to just end a few turns. Hopefully it doesn't keep taking too long on France during the turn in, but it very well could. It is somewhat annoying. It used to take so long to end turns on Empire Total War on my old computer. There's like so many factions. It was awesome. Like, I remember this game came out. I couldn't believe how many factions there were on the map, and like how big the map was and everything. It took a long time to end a turn. It was so cool. I remember when I got this game and got to playing it, man. I just absolutely loved this game. And it's not to say that it was perfect by any means when it came out. It had a long ways to go. In terms of things that needed to be fixed and some other things that took place. But I mean, it really was a great game, and I thoroughly enjoyed it and still do. Again, to say that it doesn't need some improvements would be wrong. But I mean, which Total War game do we not wish for a few improvements on? It's pretty standard place. So I think on the end of this next turn, our men will be retrained, and we should be able to attack France at their fort, not far away from Fort Niagara. The computer apparently is quite passive, and maybe because this is a tutorial campaign that they're quite passive. Finished our town center. We've got plenty of money now, which is good. And let's take this army, which is now retrained, and we're going to attack this French fort here.
Prepare the troops for battle.
And this is General Washington that's here, and we're going to be going up against Gustave Suffren, or however you say that. Got quite a few Native American musketeers and line infantry. We definitely outgunned them, though. We've got 3 24-pounders. So let's go ahead and assault. We could siege the French out a little bit, but there's really no point in that. Force them to come out against us. I think we can take them at the fort. We've got plenty of cannons we can bust through, and then we got a lot of firepower, so should be good. Last time, though, the French did sally out of their fort, and kind of made things a little different, so I'm going to have to keep an eye out for that. Really need to watch the mini-map, which is probably my #1 failing in Total War. Let's see what we got. Wow, this is that's a hill, I'd say. Wow, good grief. A hill too far. Man, that fort is way up on a hill. Alright, well, I'm going to get my cannons lined up here. See if there's any way I can just shoot the fort from clear back here. And let's see. Let's take a look at the terrain here. My guys are all going to have to come down from this big hill. I can go ahead and start them on the bottom of the hill over here. There's not enough room to deploy them all, though. There's weird terrain features back here that's making it hard for me to get all my line infantry down here, so I'll just have to bring them a couple of units at a time. Come on. There we go. Let's see, I've got colonial militia. Let's put them on this flank. And I'll support the colonial militia with some rangers, and I'll put a couple more line infantry over here, actually. And then this line infantry. Wow, I got a ton more line infantry. I'm going to keep Washington and my cav units safe. Alright, I think we're ready to get things started. It's in the deployment. These guys are on fire at will, but I'm going to take them off fire at will and see what I need to fire at. Looks like I can just hit the fort. These walls are indestructible. What am I... Why... What's going on here? Okay, there we go. I was getting like the ladder climbing icon, which is not what I want. I must have selected... Oh, there's a French unit right here, a light horse. I don't know if my men can get formed up in time to shoot at it. It is coming straight towards my cannon, so I'll just go downhill into that French light horse. Let's see if there's any other French units. There's nothing else visible in my vicinity other than that light horse. Let's go ahead and start moving up my line infantry. And let's move up all my irregulars over to this direction. Looks like we're going to be able to push back the French light horse. I'm going to take my guys out of melee mode. Crap. I've got them all disjointed. And it looks like that light horse might come after this infantry, so again, let's see if we can get some shots maybe. There we go. That's what I wanted. Just wanted to shoot a few of them, that'll slow them down. They're already wavering, and then this unit should open up if I have line of sight. Not quite. There we go. So yeah, the rest of the French cav units here ought to be routing. They're not quite yet, though. Okay, let's see. My artillery has started wrecking the French fort pretty bad, which is good. And then let's keep taking these guys up. Just saw another French unit pop up here. They've got a line infantry in the woods, so we're going to need to reposition. And we're going to want to get on these guys' flank pretty quick, and we'll keep an eye out for other French units popping up from the woods. Please run. You're getting shot. And I do see some artillery fire coming down from the French fort. Ah, sweet. We just killed a lot of Frenchmen there that went down whenever we destructed that fort wall. Let's destroy the other side of the fort wall. And let's see, there's some Native American irregulars that just popped up there. Let's take our cav unit down here. I've got this line infantry in position. Some of them are reloading, about ready to fire. So we'll start taking it to these. That's another irregular unit. But right now it's going to do quite well because it's in the forest. So I honestly think that I might just melee charge it here and pin it with the cav here, and I'll get rid of the fire order here. I'm going to take all my musketeers off fire at will so that I don't shoot my own cav. But yeah, here I'm going to pin these Native Americans. Wow, these are some dense woods. You can see them getting pinned in between my cavalry and my line infantry. So we ought to be able to pretty quickly take care of them. I'll bring in some more infantry just in case. Actually, I've got a line infantry over here that I don't want to follow that direction. Yeah, we'll just try and mob all the French forces here. And like I said, these guys are now completely surrounded in the woods. They are wavering. They've still got quite a few men left, but they're going to rout, and I'll just let my men kind of run them down here so that they don't come back from routing. There we go. Their numbers are getting completely diced. No, you come over here, please. Alright. I'm going to unselect my cav unit from here. There's only 15 of them. Maybe they didn't retrain, or I just lost a bunch of them right there. I couldn't tell. May have just lost a bunch of them against the Native American irregulars there. Okay. Let's take the colonial militia up first just to kind of see what's going on up here. go ahead and run them up the hill, and then I'm going to follow them up with Rangers. And then I've got a regular line infantry back here as well. So we'll start scaling the wall. And I'd say those irregulars probably are not coming back to the fight. I was trying to get my artillery to fire over here. Apparently I didn't give the right order earlier. Some of the French are coming out of the fort, and it does look like that provides me a way into the fort. But I'm also probably going to climb some of the walls. Okay, let's get all these line infantry units. Get them moving up the hill. I'm going to keep that light horse back. My men are kind of slowly making their way up the hill over here. I'm going to fast forward. Wait a minute, I do see some units. Okay, that's the one that's routing. Good. Just making sure. And then there's a French artillery unit right over here. Let's actually take our light horse and go destroy that artillery unit. It doesn't have a very good firing line. It looks like it's firing into the ground. And my artillery doesn't have a great firing line either. Let's just target that unit of Marines and see if we can hit them. My militia are extremely tired from having run up the hill, so I'm going to have to rest them. I'm going to just keep walking these guys up the hill because they're going to get really tired otherwise. All these guys are very tired too, so I'm going to have to rest them. That French cannon started firing at my artillery, which is not a bad move. They actually killed some of them. And my guys act like they want to rout. But I think they'll hang in there. There's 9 of them left, 19 artillerymen. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, they keep stabilizing against the French artillery. Down to 17 men against 9 of my horsemen. Might actually be somewhat close. And I am going to have to rest my infantry quite a bit because they're going to be very tired. And I do believe we'll actually take down the French artillery unit. Sweet. Gonna have to fast forward again for a minute. Like I said, just to rest my men, who are all quite tired. It's gonna take them a while to become... Oh man, my guys did lose. And then look, there's a unit right here. Or no, that's the artillery piece, the horses running away. I'm gonna have to run over there with one of my line infantry that's already quite tired. Man, forgot how bad your men get tired in this game going up a hill. Good grief, you can't run. Walking you can do. Seems to work well. But it takes forever to walk on this game. So I went ahead and ran this unit over here to knock out these artillery crew. So there they are, taking them out. These guys fired like a point-blank artillery shot. That was pretty brutal of them. Yeah, they did it again. Look at them. They're like still reloading the cannon. Like, we don't care if you're right in our face. All right, so managed to take them out. Let's see. When did? Okay, we have some of our guys actually firing up front here at these militia. Don't waste your ammo. It's not a good angle. There we go. I'm gonna again just keep fast forwarding for a moment. My troops starting to be less tired. These are my rangers. And my line infantry is back to active, fresh. Active. Let's just bring all these guys up. Okay, my guys should be well rested enough at this point. And you can't fire down from the fort walls in this case. So what we're going to want to do is actually get in position to climb walls on every side and come down into a melee engagement. Alright, I'm just going to get my men all positioned. Take most of them off fire at will so I don't accidentally shoot myself anywhere. Alright. My men are walking again because I don't want to get them real tired because they're about to go into a prolonged melee. So I'm going to let my men walk. These French Marines, I can't tell if they're going to actually come out and fire. Yep, they're going to actually do it now. Let's just pull up and engage. We should be able to outnumber them 2-to-1 here. And it's going to be point blank. I am going to have to hold up with my other units that are moving around though, so I don't shoot my own men. And the French are going to get some great point blank shots on my men. Look, they're going to reposition and actually start a melee over here unintentionally. I'm going to try and take my own point blank shots here. Got some good ones too. And the melee has actually started. Actually going pretty well for me because I'm getting some nice shots over here with this unit. The French do have a downhill position there though. Let's see if we can get this ranger unit right over to here to fire into the flanks. I'm going to run him up there. I've still got this unit just on fire at will, hoping that I can just keep taking shots, which, yeah, will kill the enemy faster than melee. I'm going to have to halt these guys here. Don't want to just walk into the French troops. Alright, so I've got my Rangers up here on the flank. They're going to be able to shoot into the side of these French Marines, and that ought to put them down faster still. So we'll watch that. Take them out! Come on, Rangers! There we go. Got some nice shots with the Rangers right there. Probably going to kill a few of my own men. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this unit back a little. Let these guys handle the melee, and then just keep firing with my Rangers and this line infantry. Because just going into straight melee is going to probably favor the AI here because of the difficulty setting. Yeah, those Rangers got a good position back there, so that I should be getting plenty of shots. Yep, there just came a whole bunch more flank shots. This line infantry is going to take flank shots as well. So the French unit, I'm actually, there it goes, started wavering. I was going to say, I'm surprised it's not wavering. They're going to get a fair number of kills, and there's going to be some friendly fire, though, so. Oh, come on! The French unit's, like, kind of partway inside the fort, though, so it may not be able to rout, like it may fight to the death. All the more reason to keep shooting them. No, this is a separate unit trying to come out here, actually. So I'm actually going to pull this unit up here and get them in a fire and will position. And then I'll go ahead and start flanking again. But this way, when the French keep coming in and out of the door because they can't decide what they want to do, I've still got units in position to massacre them. I'm going to need to scoop these guys up, actually, because I don't have line of sight. There we go. I'm going to get my guys into a little bit better position here. And there's quite a few French running out of the fort now, but I've got flank shots immediately set up on them, so should be in good shape. Another regiment of foot, and then I'm going to be getting flank shots over here too, so actually be in really good shape. They're going to go straight into melee up front, and I'll just I'll pull the these Rangers back just a little. I don't want them in melee. I want them to keep shooting. I've still got a unit in fire at will back here, apparently. And I'm shooting my own men in the back. Let's get these guys on the fort walls while we continue to try and shoot these French Marines out of existence. This unit's got a great flanking positions too. Now there's irregulars, Native American irregulars coming out. Why are my men not firing here? You can fire. Getting hung up for some reason. There we go. Definitely want those flank shots. And my Rangers are getting flank shots. Let's go ahead and just help out in the melee by sending a couple more units in. And then I am on the roof, or I'll be on the walls momentarily over here. Yeah, I'm going to reinforce this melee heavily. That's a ranger unit. Don't go into melee. There we go. Alright. We do have French troops routing up front. And then I do have men on the walls here as well. And I'm going to just make sure they go into melee down here. Yeah, this route up front's fantastic. It's going to really help us out. These routing troops, though, are going through my rangers, and it's kind of obstructing their shooting a little. But still getting fantastic hits on the flanks of these units that are in melee, and then same thing over here. I actually have a few men who came over into melee with them. I've still got my men in a guard position, though, so I think the ones that can fire... I don't remember if they have to fire all at once, or if they'll... you can go ahead and go into melee here, guys. Yeah. What the heck? Oh, both of them are there. I can only see one flag. I was like, did I lose a unit up here? Okay, yeah, the French outside the fort are suffering atrocious losses at this point, and continuing to get hacked down. That native unit there has got quite a few men left. Let's just take all the rest of these units and just blob our way through the French here. I'm just going to let those rangers keep shooting, though, because they're causing some flanking penalties, flank fire. They've got some of their natives coming out of the hole that I breached in the fort, too. It's actually kind of a problem. I have lost one line infantry, but the rest of the positions, the French are taking some pretty horrendous losses. And those native irregulars are dropping pretty well now. But the ones coming out of the fort are getting around my flank. Let's see what's going on in the fort. In the fort, it's going to be a difficult fight because these guys will pretty much fight to the death, and my men are up against the wall. See all the French troops duking it out with me. Let's see. I think we control the gatehouse at this point. Let's see if we can get our rangers into the... Oh, yeah, look, the French troops out here all routed. So let's do another big giant blobby melee order and see if we can get our men through the gates. So here comes the horde of British citizens coming in to swamp the French troops in their fort. Are the gates going to open? Because sometimes the gates get kind of glitchy. Sometimes they get glitchy. Look at this, like one native troop here. He's like, no, I say you cannot enter. He's like the bouncer. So yeah, all my guys are going in. So good. The gate actually opened. My guys are going to charge in slowly. But I'll keep trying to pour my troops through the gate here. Here they come. Whole bunch of troops. So we should be able to just go up against the French by weight of numbers at this point and be safe. But the French unit's probably not going to be bad in melee, like I said. And then I am kind of bottled up at the door here. So let's take some of these blobs, like this one, and let's bring them over and climb the wall so we can get an outflanking maneuver. I'm going to fast forward for just a second to get these troops into position because it takes so long. But yeah, the French are actually going to fight me back fairly effectively at the gatehouse because I have a ton of units that can't all get through. And I am actually losing slowly but surely over here. So we definitely need to get these line infantry up and over the wall here. Going to fast forward again. Go, 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 men. Got them running their lines up the wall. And I may bring... Let's see if we can get that unit to go that way. Let's bring more units over here. Alright, good. I've got these guys going up the wall so I can get another line infantry unit in here to flank, because these guys are actually taking a pretty savage beating from all the French, and then the French have me bottlenecked in the gate over here. But that's okay, I'll get some more line infantry units around them. I'm going to bring these guys down. And let's bring this unit around here too. Just keep trying to bring units around the flank. Alright, good. Now I've got men down on the town square, and I'm going to go after the general's bodyguard here. See if we can engage them in melee combat. There's 32 of them. And we can probably bring George Washington up here as well. Let him come see the action up close. There we go. Got the general's bodyguard engaged. Haven't killed any of them yet. It'll probably take me a while to kill them because I don't have bayonets, unfortunately. But I don't think the French troops have bayonets either. I'm gonna get these men up the wall as well. Oh, I don't want you to go around front. There we go. Let's see if I can get these guys to go up this wall. Alright, good. I've got more men climbing the walls. The enemy bodyguard's starting to suffer a few casualties. My guys over here in the corner, though, are just getting their butt whipped. They're like pinned against the wall by all these French troops. It is not a good situation, and I still haven't broken through the door with my giant blob. Let's actually see if we can break up the blob a little more. There we go. Alright, I've now got additional troops on the wall. And I'm going to bring all these troops down off the wall. There we go. So I got my men headed up and over the wall and down into the French fort. So should be in good shape. Got these colonial militia. Let's bring them clear around over here. And then we'll just keep the pressure on at the gates so that the French have to stay here. Yeah, you can see my men coming down off the walls now that we're going to have a superior position. The general's bodyguard will eventually fall to my line infantry. I'm actually going to pull up here and put these guys in fire at will. See if I can shoot these French forces in the back. That might help me gain some advantage here. Pull those guys up on the wall. Alright, I've got these infantry here ready. The irregulars at the gate are wavering, actually. Actually, let's go ahead and just charge these guys in the back. I don't know where my men are going. I thought I had a charge order on this unit over here. There they go. Now they've got better pathfinding. So we're going to come into the back of these French troops. All my men are going to be pretty exhausted. We've still got quite a few French troops to kill. And let's see, the French bodyguard is retreating for a moment. I'm going to chase it. And then I actually want to bring these guys over here on the wall to see if we can get around behind the enemies a little more. There we go. So we've got all these French troops surrounded now. I've got these guys surrounded. Starting to get winking flags from the French. So should have the situation under control. Keep bringing those colonial militia around. Some of my guys have yet to climb up the wall for whatever reason. Hopefully they'll go ahead and do so. You guys gonna come up, join the party? Or are you just like hanging around downstairs? There they go. No, they're going to keep just running around. I'm going to garrison these colonial militia in this building down here. Alright, it looks like the French forces going into a mass rout. General Washington up to see it. So we have destroyed the French in their fort, and we're going to have a victory here. So there we go. A heroic victory nonetheless. Sweet action. Hope y'all are enjoying this campaign. I know this episode's pretty much just going to be that battle. Those siege battles actually take a long time. It is definitely a heck of a fight because the game moves kind of slowly compared to some others. So retraining all the troops I can, and let's see what our objectives were again. So form an alliance with the Iroquois Confederacy. We can try that. And then we want to capture Louisburg and Louisburg, I should say. And then construct a dockyard. So interesting. Let's see if we can get into the diplomacy and form an alliance with the Iroquois. Open negotiations. Request alliance. So they
Now that you
have
have negotiated
formed an alliance with me.
the Iroquois,
Alright. Let's go ahead and end the turn.
you currently have an active mission to construct a dockyard.
Okay.
If you want to
Thanks,
achieve
lady.
this-
Shush. Alright, so here's the dockyard. If I want to achieve it, what do you mean if I want to achieve it? Thought I already, no, I have a fishing fleet. We need to tear this building down then if we're going to build a dockyard, because it's the wrong building chain type. There is a small French army back here behind my settlement. Probably wouldn't hurt for us to destroy it.
Slaughter them!
So I'm going to auto-resolve and we'll destroy them.
Undefeated!
So at least they are gone at this point.
March!
Oh, that's still a French fort. Alright, going to replenish all my units, and should be good there. Let's go ahead and end this turn and see if we can build the dockyard. Letter of demands. Yeah, whatever. Workers' riot. I could change the taxes, but we probably just need to repair this building, and that'll help. And then we can build the dockyard by going down that chain. Let's go ahead and end a couple of turns, get our guys retrained. Rebellion in Algonquin territory. Great. Recruitment, army. Probably should have lowered the taxes, but that's what I get for being lazy. Let's kill these rebel scum. Seriously? The rebels are just a bunch of rocket troops. The fireworks rebels. Wow.
Onward!
How would a bunch of rebels in the Ohio Valley end up with like a whole bunch of Congreve rockets? That's insane. Never seen that happen before. That's a new one on me. One more turn there. Let's go ahead and see if we can finish this
You
objective.
currently have an active mission to construct a dockyard.
Oh, thank you, lady. I don't know what I'd do without you. Alright. Got the retraining going on. Okay, this army is now completely retrained. Our ultimate goal is the port up here at Louisburg, Arcadia. We can go ahead and start marching, though, on Fort Carillon in Iroquois territory. Come on. Why can I not move up here?
Onward! Anything more?
I guess I can't travel through that territory.
Not possible.
Request military access. We'll just say indefinite, indefinite. So our business concluded. Okay. They gave me military access.
Crown and country!
So we'll just keep
Can't do that, sir.
moving on to... I guess we can't take that French fort. We've got to just... Or maybe they want me to sail up there. Maybe that's the idea. They're going to have me build ships and sail. I'll see. Once we finish constructing the ships, it should tell us. Just end another turn real quick. Mission successful. Mission issued. We want to train a 5th rate. So I'll go ahead and recruit a couple of 5th rates. Alright, so we've recruited the 5th rates. Let's see if they give me any other objectives. Nope. At this point, they just want me to capture Louisburg. Let's recruit a few more ships just to make sure we can have safe crossing. And then I'll pick it up on the next episode when we sail to Louisburg. So I will see you all on that episode. Heir of Carthage signing off for now.